Make sure to subscribe to our channel, join our Discord, and also follow us on Instagram so you always have the support that you need to really enhance your account and get yourself to the next level. Also, if you stick around until the end of the video, I'm going to show you how you can save a lot of money when you make in-game purchases in The Legend of Mushroom by getting some amazing cashbacks each time you purchase anything. Hello everyone and welcome to another video of the Sky channel. So I did make an initial video on Guardians and I mentioned I'll make different videos on remolding as well as merging. So this video is on the remolding side of the Guardians. Now every Guardian has a certain number of remolding slots. Based on the star level and the rarity of the Guardian, the remolding slots increase. So the rarer it is and the higher star it is, the more remolding slots it has. If you look at this one, this is a rat soul or a purple soul. It has 4 remolding slots available right now. If I manage to get it to 3 star, it'll get 1 more, making it a total of 5. And if I manage to get it to 5 star, then it's going to have a total of 6. If you move over to the next one, the blue guardian only has 3. Now blue guardians can't be starred up. They need to be merged into purple guardian. So therefore there is no extra for reaching 3 star or 5 star because they don't actually get to 3 star or 5 star. As you move across, you can see all of the blue guardians, they still have 3. And then as we move over to the green guardians, which is right here, they only have 2. Again, green guardians cannot be starred up. They need to be merged into blue guardians. Now you'll also notice that there are these rarities when it comes to these remolding skills, right? You can see a blue combo right here. You can see a T-pen right here. And if you move to the left, there's green, purple, and then there's gray. Gray obviously is the lowest rarity. And based on the rarity of the remolding skill itself, now we're talking about the rarity of the remolding skill, not the guardian, you get certain attribute bonuses. If you move along here, you can see that this one, it's still a green guardian. It has a global defense of 0.65%, which is gray. Move over to the next one, and it has a purple global defense of 2.11%. Now, they're both green guardians. They both only have 2 remolding slots available, but one of them is giving 0.65% global defense, and the other is giving 2.11. This is the difference of the rarity of the remolding skill. The higher the rarity, the better the stat bonuses you get. Now you can see a yellow rarity is giving an ignore combo of 5.29%. Now when you go to the rarities, you can see which ones exist. There's the gray one, which is the lowest one. Then there's the green, which is a little better. Then there's the blue, purple, yellow, and the highest one is red. Now you can get a red guaranteed in 200 remold attempts. But of course, I'm probably not going to be using those attempts on my green guardian because I have better guardians available. Now we're going to move over back to our purple guardian. But before that, I want you to notice something here. If you go into the details, you'll notice that there are certain probabilities of getting remold skills. The rarity is available up here, 50.88% of getting a gray, 25.43% of getting a green, 15.36% of getting a blue, 6.4% of getting a purple, 1.6% of getting a yellow, and 0.33% of getting a red. But if you go down and look at the attribute bonus limit, these are of course the different attributes you can get from this particular type of soul. You can see global attack, 5%, that's the highest one you can get. That's probably going to be a red, of course. Crit rate of 8%, combo of 8%, counter strike of 8%, evasion of 5.71%, pal crit of 8%, pal combo of 8%, tenacity of 2250, which is basically the health of your guardian, and global tenacity of 10%, which is like the global HP of guardians. These are the attributes that are available for this particular type of remold skills. There are actually 4 different types, and if you go to the next one, you can see that the attributes that are available, they change as well, right? In the second one, which seems to be like this mountain one as opposed to this blue cloud, I guess, the mountain one has the same probability of getting the rarities, of course, but the attributes that you can get are a little bit different, right? They have global defense and global HP. The previous one had global attack. Then there's ignore crit, ignore combo, ignore counter, ignore evasion, pal ignore evasion, T-pen, and global T-pen. If I remember correctly, T-pen is essentially like the attack, so global T-pen is like the global attack of the guardians. More to the sun one, and it has pierce, block, Pal Inspire, Pal Res, Final Damage Boost. And the Moon, Ignore Pierce, Ignore Block, Ignore Pal Inspire, Ignore Pal Res, and Final Damage Res. So 4 different types of remold skills, each of them having their own attributes that they offer. Now I want you to notice something interesting. As we move across to our different guardians, you're going to notice that the first skill always seems to be the blue cloud type of skill. The second one always appears to be the green mountain kind of skill. And the third one that you'll start seeing when you get to the blue guardians always seems to be the blue cloud one again. So as you can see, we're moving across and each of them have the same type of remold skills no matter which one we're going to. And then when we go over to the blue ones, you'll notice again, they are consistent. It's always the blue cloud type of one, then the green mountain, then the blue cloud type of one again. And as we move over to the purple one, you'll notice that this pattern does seem to exist, but you also get a hint of what's going to be the next 3, right? So it's back to green mountain, then it's the blue cloud, then it's green mountain again. Now I don't know which rarity you have to reach before you get the sun and the moon ones, but for now it seems like it's always the blue cloud, green mountain, blue cloud, green mountain, blue cloud, green mountain, and then maybe after that you're going to have some of the sun and the moon ones appearing as well. However, it seems to be the case that these types, they're fixed, right? So this is always going to remain blue mountain even if I decide to get more remold skills and polish it. And this one is always going to appear to be the green mountain type of skill no matter how many times I polish it. But of course, that's exactly what you're going to get to next. Let's try to polish the ignore pal evasion, even though a lot of these are pretty nice. Let's give it a try and see how it works. Okay, so we tried it. We used 5 of these items and you can see that I'm getting a gray ignore combo, which I have the choice to replace, or I guess I could just click out of it and not actually replace it and keep it the way it is. If I try polishing again, I now have a ignore combo as opposed to pal ignore evasion. And this time I'm actually going to replace it. And you can see now this is the new skill that's available for me. You can also see that no matter how many times I polished it, it's remained the same type, right? The green mountain type of skill. It doesn't actually change to, let's say, the sun or the blue cloud type of skill. Now, you'll also notice one other thing. I can individually change the remold skills. Unlike in some other places, like there's that tree one where you have to change all of them, or you can lock one of them and then the price gets really expensive. Here you individually change the skills. Until you like the skill, then you can just leave it and go to a different skill. So it reduces the complexity of, getting extremely lucky because you are choosing a particular skill and deciding whether you want to change it or not. I think it's a little bit helpful from that perspective. Now, if you move over from the purple guardian to the blue guardian, you can see that it still says red guaranteed in 198 more times. So, of course, you want to be very careful not to be changing the remold skills of, let's say, green guardians when it comes down to guaranteed red. You want to have the red on the guardians that you're probably going to be using, and that will probably be your purple or higher rarity guardians. Okay, so these attributes are, of course, amazing, right? Global attack, counter strike percent, ignore combo, potentially global defense, global health, and all that stuff. Definitely very helpful. Now, these attributes are only going to be there while the Guardian is summoned. Now, if you remember the previous video, the Guardian gets summoned after the first 2 seconds of battle and then 15 seconds after that. And the maximum time it can survive is 10 seconds because it loses 10% of its health every second. However, of course, your opponent is going to have Guardians that are going to be attacking your Guardian. So it's probably not going to be actually 10 seconds. These attributes that you're seeing, the remold skills, are only effective when the Guardian is summoned. When it's been defeated, the attributes are going to go away and you will not be benefiting from them. However, one thing you should note is that once you get to the Hero Soul Guardians, which seems to be the highest rarity that's not even released right now, but perhaps in the future it will be, 30% of the remold skills are taken into effect even when they're not deployed. But for the time being, we don't even have Hero Soul Guardians and they're probably going to take us ages to unlock. For now, you can just think of these as attributes that are only effective when the Guardian is summoned. Now, you have the ability to do the auto pause. Let's say that if I get a purple remold skill, I definitely want it to auto pause. I don't want to accidentally click it through. You can set it up, or you can also choose which of these attributes you like the most, and then you can save that. And then that way, when you're going through these polishing and you're clicking really fast, you're not going to accidentally skip a purple or above. And before you go, I want you to know you can save a lot of money in the Legend of Mushroom using Aptoid and my promo code. Do check out the video that's linked to this video, which is going to go through the process and also share the latest promo code with you so you can take advantage of these bonuses. Do keep in mind, you can only use my promo code 5 purchases every 30 days. But I've been told that there's a special promotion, so for October and November, you can use my promo code 10 times every 30 days. So you want to maximize that by purchasing the highest value purchases. Perhaps diamonds of $100 or $300 each would give you the best return on investment. Keep in mind that you might also have to enter the promo code in checkout as well as in the AppCoins wallet just to make sure you're guaranteeing yourself the bonuses, assuming you see the option to do so. If you don't, then probably just the AppCoins wallet is good enough. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it was helpful for you, and I hope to see you in the next one.